People think like your overland customer is going to be the ideal customer for INEOS Grenadier. I'm looking more of lifestyles. So I want to service people with all different kind of lifestyles, like your overlanders, like your, what ideally you can say is our customers, but even the people that want to have like a nice, rugged, clean look. And then of course I call it the bougie mobiles. So we do make some bougie mobiles as well that kind of look like a G-Wagon as well.
Okay. Wow. I'm Kimberly Bailey, the publisher and owner of Peoria Lifestyle, and I'm here with Ramiro Sepulveda. He's the general manager of INEOS Grenadier. I said that correct, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
yes,
okay,
ma'am, you did.
Good deal. So tell us a little bit about your journey, how you got here to Arrowhead INEOS, and if you're familiar with the area.
So I'll share this with you. I'm actually a Texan, born San Antonio, raised Bulverde, Texas. An opportunity came out here, and I said, absolutely. This company, they're very well known. They had close to 100 dealerships. Now they're back in business, and within the last 5 years, we started with one store. Now we're at 15.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. And the opportunity came from INEOS Grenadier, which huge fan of them.
That's amazing. And so, how did the dealership come to be in Peoria, Arizona?
So as I mentioned, there's one store that we just started back up. It's actually our BMW facility. So this is an Arrowhead campus. We have BMW, Volvo, Jaguar, Land Rover, and our body shop facility.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea that you were all connected.
Yes,
I love that.
It's good to have.
And I loved it that this morning when I came in, you said this was a destination dealership.
It is.
It definitely
It was a good drive right here, trying to figure it out.
Absolutely. When you have to be determined, and so I love that part. And so, what's your favorite part about being in Peoria, since you're from Texas?
So I'll tell you this, I miss my home, of course, but this is the thing. You can literally walk out our showroom floor and you can just see how beautiful it is. So Arizona is just one of a kind. There's a reason why a lot of people come out here to retire, because let's be honest, these mountains, being able to see them, it's just so beautiful. And Peoria itself is just a great community because there's so many things that you can do in the Peoria and Glendale area with your family. And it's just it's a great place to live.
Absolutely. It's my absolute favorite. I've been here about 30 years myself. So yeah. And we have the lake. Do you ever go out to
Yes, ma'am. Lake Pleasant? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. We're actually, matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. We're going to have an owners event with all our current owners and soon to be owners actually at Lake Pleasant. Give us about February, March, just because we're finishing up our grand opening, which is going to happen on the 29th. And then we've got a lot of events coming up, like Barrett Jackson's next week. So we'll be getting set up.
You'll be out there. Oh,
yes,
that's exciting.
Of course.
I know when I first met you a few weeks ago, you were at the Dirt?
The Dirt Expo, yes, ma'am. Always out and about, I'll tell you that.
That's pretty cool. And I was super intrigued. I'd never heard of that before. So, of course, I went and checked it out. And what a blast.
It was, yes, ma'am.
That sounds really exciting. And so when you think about your owners and your ideal customer, who comes to mind?
So I'll share this with you. With INEOS Grenadier, there's not necessarily an ideal customer. And the only reason why I say that, people think like your overland customer is going to be the ideal customer for INEOS Grenadier. I'm looking more of lifestyles. So I want to service people with all different kind of lifestyles, like your overlanders, like your, what ideally you can say is our customers, but even the people that want to have like a nice, rugged, clean look. And then, of course, I call it the bougie mobiles. So we do make some bougie mobiles as well that kind of look like a G-Wagon as well.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I love the bougie mobile. That's pretty cool. And so, how would you describe the dealership's personality? Because it seems really fun.
Yes, it is fun. The personality, we're very optimistic and we're very creative. So the personality here is just, again, just being creative and open-minded at the end of the day.
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
I love that. It sounds like a great fit for Glendale and Peoria, actually.
100%.
What really sets INEOS apart from all the other dealers in the area?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm trying to bring here at my facility is making sure that my guys know that we're available 24/7, 7 days a week, and we provide a level of service for our customers to keep them aware that, anything you guys need, we're a phone call away. We're here to service you for the INEOS Grenadiers, but we have other vehicles as well. We have over 500 vehicles in stock.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am. And then, of course, hope to never see anybody, but we do have Arrowhead Collision Center attached to our facility. So if you guys ever, unfortunately, be in that situation, just know that we're here for you guys.
That's amazing. It sounds wonderful, actually. It's exciting. And so since INEOS Grenadier is relatively new to the U.S.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? It's been, I don't know if I got this right, 2022?
So it came out, yes, ma'am, about late 22, early 23. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay. And so what was that journey like? Were you involved in that at all?
So it wasn't involved in that, but when the opportunity did come, I did investigate and I looked into it because I'll share this with you. I am a huge Ford guy. I ran a Ford store for close to a decade.
Okay.
Opportunity came and I really was invested in what Mr. Sir Jim Ratcliffe wanted to be about with the product because it's a very simple product that's built very well.
And he's the owner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so so given that, since you're a Ford guy, right? You were, and you probably still are, maybe, I don't know.
Just a little bit, a little disappointed on some things,
Okay.
but I still love my Fords.
So what are some of the features and designs, the design elements that you really like?
So it's a very simple product, which is why I'm so passionate about being a simple product, but it's a well-built product. And I say that because she's thick, she's over 6,000 pounds, and it's designed on a purpose to essentially handle any kind of terrain. And at the end of the day, they don't make cars like how they're used to anymore.
Very true. That's with everything, actually.
Yes,
ma'am. And it's gorgeous, actually. I'm sitting here looking at that. It's gorgeous.
And
so let's go back a little bit to about the community that were involved. And are you guys involved in any community activities? I know you're pretty new to this, but are you thinking about any sports programs or just tell me about your community involvement?
So definitely in the works right now. I've actually been with my marketing team. There's a couple of lineups that we do currently have that we're looking into, like Phoenix PD. They've got a softball tournament coming up. We want to support them. And then they've got other activities available. But I do want to share this with you. Anytime you do own a Grenadier, you do actually partner with the Club 100, which everybody's going to be getting first responder plates.
Oh, wow.
So again, definitely support our troops.
Yeah, I love that. That's fabulous. And so looking ahead, what excites you about the dealership here in the community?
I'll share this with you. Again, we're a niche brand, very different. And at the end of the day, we understand that being a part of the community is very key to our success and just helping any way that we can. So if there's any opportunities available, please reach out to me. My direct line is 602-640-0177, and we're happy to assist.
Ramiro, I'm super excited that you're in the community. I see a lot of great things in the future.
Thanks, Ms. Kim. This is your starting trim package when it comes to the station wagons. And very simple, like I mentioned to you earlier, it doesn't matter what trim level you get, it's what do you want standard. Now in your station wagon, they do come standard with one locker, which is your central lockers, 4x4. But as you can see, it's the same exact vehicle, has the same engine, chassis, and all.
Wow.
The difference is you're gonna get your street tires with Steelies. Now here at Arrowhead, the home of the Southwest headquarters, we can build it however you want. Do you want your clean look? You want your rugged look, aggressive, or your bougie wheels that have 22s? We do go up to 24s on them with the low profile tires. Now, with that being said, this is what you see, over 6,000 pounds. Now, if you want to come to the inside, this is the only difference on the inside is, do you want black cloth, black leather, or two-tone? Now that's factory made. Don't get me wrong, like you saw right out there. You can create it any color option you want. We can do it for the interior. The other difference, Ms. Kim, is this one doesn't have safari windows.
Oh, okay.
So it's either windows or non-windows. And you'll see above there, it has 4 auxiliary switches. So it's either do you want 4 or do you want 8? But your quality is all the same.
Right.
So as I mentioned to you, Ms. Kim, these are Legos. So if there's anything you want to add to this, we have small packages to packages like Werewolf that has anything you could imagine on it, to sound systems, wheels, pull-out drawer systems, and all.
Wow.
Cool. Hey, Kim, I want to show you our Arcane Works. This is the INEOS Grenadier station wagon.
Beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, they came out in 2019 in the Americas 23. Very simple product. 2 models, 3 standard trims, but then they have an upgraded package that's called your 1924 and your Arcane Works. So with all the vehicles, they're going to come with a 3.0 liter inline 6. It's a B58. It's powered by BMW. Very dependable, reliable. She has an 8-speed automatic ZF transmission, 332 pounds of torque, 282 horsepower. Now she's very solid. You got over 6,000 pounds. It's full steel. You have aluminum on the hoods and the doors, and they tow 7,700 pounds. Now with the Arcane Works though, they only make 200 out in the world, so there's little details. The details right here, as you can see,
It's beautiful.
you cover the headlamps and the little details on the grill. Now over here you have your aluminum wheels. With the Arcane Works, there's a little bit of difference, but they do come with the BF Goodrich tires, which come standard 4x4. And then on the Arcane Works in certain models, you also have front rear lockers. So if you want to go up hills, go rock climbing, you name it, more capable of doing. Now, one of the reasons why I'm a huge fan of this product, Miss Kim, is how simple build it is.
Solid.
And very good solid, yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
sounds great.
Now, if you take a look at the interior upgraded package, with the Arcane Works, what it has is it has an upgraded leather.
That's beautiful.
But what's standard on the INEOS Grenadiers, what makes it very unique, is it looks like a cockpit on the inside.
It really does.
Very simple, but it still has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto,
Okay.
backup camera, and Bluetooth. And you have a 2-speed transfer case, so if you want to go high and low.
Oh, nice.
And yes, there's vents in the back for air conditioning.
That's important here in
Yes,
Arizona for
yes,
sure.
ma'am, it definitely is. So you have the access ladder back here. You're gonna have the tow package, as I mentioned to you, 7,700 pounds is what it tows. And that's standard in all the models and trims. Now what's cool about here is you actually have some straps. So if you wanna strap anything down.
Oh, nice.
And then what I'm a huge fan of is the fact that you still have access to the access ladder. And then what people do is they put a table here, so if you can actually put some items.
Nice.
And there's drainage plugs. So if you're a hunter, you're a fisherman, or if you just want to go out to the beach, you can spray it down.
Wow.
And then you got your drainage plugs to release the water. Now keep in mind though, this is one thing that I didn't mention. One of the options called the wading mode, it actually shuts off the fan and you can go about 3 feet in water.
Oh my gosh.
Now we do a lot of builds. We do 1.75s, 2.5s, and 4-inch lifts. So you can actually go up to 6 feet in water.
Holy cow.
Yes, ma'am.
When somebody comes in, if they're not familiar, they're just driving by there, goes, oh, those are cool. How do you like determine, or how do you get them excited about the vehicle?
Yeah, they're like the old school Land Rover Defender and G-Wagon, but it's the old school Defender on steroids.
Okay.
Now, one thing that I let people know is that, guys, it's not going to wow you on technology. It's not going to compete with a Land Rover Defender. It ain't going to compete with a GX 550. It's more on a purpose and design where if you wanted to go off grid, this is something you can do that with.
So really like a class all on its own, right?
It is
Very unique.
It is very unique. It is very unique because it is a class of its own. Because at the end of the day, it is a very good, solid built car where if you touch like the plastics and everything, this is hard.
Right,
you know what I mean? And she's so very solid and well built. You don't get that in cars today's world.
You don't. You can touch them and they crinkle.
Exactly. Yeah. Like with my lady, I'll share this with you. She works for Ford. And no disrespect on her Ford Bronco, she's on her 3rd cup holder right now.
Oh, wow.
So look, I'll be transparent. I'm not going to be able to oversee a Bronco or Defender GX 550. They're going to have a lot more technology. But mine, it's, again, Lego. So like you have this one, like I mentioned.
I love it.
Like I mentioned, the rugged built. This right here is a custom build. It's 1 of 1. I care about America, so I did red, white, and blue.
Love it.
So I did a nice wrap. I color matched the bumpers. You have your aggressive bull bar, but you have a thicker tires. Now look at the inside.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
So it has the power deploy steps, and then you have the upgraded leather.
Yeah, I love that.
So, and again, these cars aren't for everyone. Some people want the huge, large touchscreens, but again, this is a product that has well enough equipment. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, backup camera.
Nice.
And then you can get really creative. And our owner flat out said, he was like, he told all the engineers, I want to handle all the safari trails in Africa. I want to be sophisticated like a no Defender, reliable like a Toyota, look like a G-Wagon, last 2+ decades. And that's when they came out.
And that's how you came up with this. Oh, beautiful.
Simple. Yes, ma'am. And guys, we build them here at Arrowhead INEOS Grenadier, home of your Southwest headquarters. Come on down. We're located right off the 101 in Beardsley.